All right, guys. So today I want to go and react to this. This is actually coming in here from Daniel Jeremiah, as we talked about earlier today from his mock draft. He's a mock draft expert. He's an NFL actual expert. Like, he's an actual draft expert, a scouting expert, that kind of stuff. So it's like he actually has credentials. He's not just a mock draft expert, which some people call themselves, weirdly enough. Nonetheless, though, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He has connections with the NFL, with NFL teams. He knows what NFL teams are thinking and where everything is moving, right? So with that being said, he talked about on Move the Sticks podcast, he talked about why some teams will not be drafting Brock Bowers and why he will slide down the draft board and potentially slide to us because of the fact of this one reason. So let's go ahead and listen to this. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions after he kind of gives his, voice on why they would not be drafting him.
So one of the things that's tricky about this, that it's hard to, you can't explain it in a mock draft. It's really difficult to even explain it in a tweet. But when you talk to GMs and you talk about, and people hear the phrase positional value, and we've had the running back discussion and all that kind of stuff. But there's the financial component that I don't think that people fully grasp. And let me do my best to try and explain it here. If you pull up the list and look at the franchise tag numbers for the players at every position. If you were to take a tight end in the top 10, what you would pay him, even though it might, you don't think it's a ton of money, but say it's whatever it is, 7-8 million on an average per year. And the tight end number is, say there's 12 million. So let's just use 8 and 12 for just kind of rough numbers here. You're getting a savings of $4 million off the premier, like top players at their position at that position. So I'm already paying top of the market price for my rookie tight end. I'm not really getting that rookie contract benefit versus what I could go out and get free agent tight ends for on the market. Whereas if you look at the receiver number, and that number stays the same no matter who you pick with the draft pick. So now we take that same 8 million, and now the receiver market, we get into the 20 millions. So now I'm the surplus value I have there is enormous. I don't have to go out on the market and pay top dollar. I just put all that money back in my coffers.
It does make perfect sense. I will say, though, I feel like when a tight end hits like the, new contract window, he's not going to get paid as much as, it's like really not the next man up mentality. I will say when it comes to tight ends, like it is for wide receivers, tackles, and all those other positions. But a couple of years ago, we had Kelvin Benjamin, the old wide receiver for the Panthers. He actually came out of retirement, tried to become a tight end, and wanted to, take over the tight end landscape because it's a wasteland. It's a wasteland completely. We had Tim Tebow try to become a tight end, right? And if you really look at it, you have the top of the line, Kelsey, Andrews, Kittle, Hawkinson, and then who's next? Sam Laporta, a rookie, a second-round pick rookie who the Lions are paying absolutely nothing to. So, and I do understand the concept of, as Daniel Jeremiah said here, of you don't want to pay your tight end that much money. I feel like there's certain positions. The running back position, if you look at all the teams that won the Super Bowl the last, I think it's 10 or 15 years, the running backs are the position that gets paid the least amount of money. There's no running back who's made, I think, over like $2 million per year who is on a Super Bowl winning squad because they use their money and they allocate it to better resources like the quarterback, wide receivers, offensive tackles, guards, defensive players, right? They're not looking to put that much money in the running back position because it's so easy to replace it. It's so easy to get someone out free agency. Go draft someone. Chiefs just won the Super Bowl with Isaiah Pacheco. He was a 7th round draft pick. They're paying him nothing. So there's really no purpose to go out there and spend big boy money on a tight end position, as Daniel Jeremiah said here, when you can get in the 5th or 6th round or the 4th or 3rd round, whatever, pretty much the same value of a player, but at the same time, it's going to be, way less money. So you're getting the same value, but less money. And that, honestly, is probably for the best there. I will say, though, there are players that come along, like Dalton Kincaid, like Brock Bowers, who I think are a little bit more generational, and they kind of do more or less respect that price tag that they're costing. But at the same time, I do understand why teams would be passing on him for that said reason. And I never really looked at it for that said reason either. So I do like Daniel Jeremiah because he did open my eyes on this one, that teams might just say, hey, listen, it's just not worth it to spend that much money on this said player. Which, if we go back to, and I want to look at Eric Ebron. Eric Ebron was drafted in the first round. I believe he was 11th overall pick, if I am correct here. Let me see. Wait, hang on. Where's his contract? There we go. All right, so he was the 11th overall pick, I believe. And I wanted to see what he got paid when he first started, but I don't know if it's going to show me here what he got his first year. Because his first year, being the 11th overall pick, you're going to get, you know, obviously more money than being like Dalton Kincaid, who was the 26th overall pick. He was the 10th overall pick, sorry. You're going to get more money being the 10th overall pick than you will being, you know, the 26th overall pick or a second round pick. But then there's also that top 10 pick money, and that's big boy money when you're a top 10 pick. So he made $7.68 million total with the Lions in 2014 when he got drafted. Okay, so still a lot of money to spend on a tight end position, in all honesty. Like, you gotta think, we signed Irv Smith to a 1 year, $6.5 million, I think it was like around that period. Let's see, Irv Smith. I'm just gonna have to type in his name. There we go. So we signed him to a 1 year, 1.75. Okay, I don't know why I thought we spent way more money on that. So we sent him to a 1 year, 1.75 million. And just in 1 year, Eric Ebron made 7.6 as a rookie because he was a first round pick. And then who else we got? Like, obviously Mark Andrews. How much does he make? Obviously now he's got contracts after contracts. He's at 13 million. So just imagine a first round rookie is literally $5 million less than the most money he's going to make right now. Mark Andrews. Kelsey. Let's go Travis. Right now, Travis Kelsey is making $15.4 million. So back in 2022, again, it's just crazy to say this, that Eric Ebron made the same amount that Travis Kelsey made in 2021 as a rookie, just for being a first-round draft pick. And then let me see Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid, as a rookie, has made $7.5 million as a rookie. That's insane. So, it's 4-year contract with 13, but it's 7.5 this year. And that's only because he was a first-round draft pick. So I understand what Daniel Jeremiah is saying, because when you look at it, again, the best of the best, the top line of these, the tight end position, and you have a rookie who's making more money than that. You have a rookie who's making, $7.5 million just for being a rookie and being a first round draft pick. And he's making almost very similar numbers to, he's making more money per year than George Kittle, than Kelsey, than Mark Andrews, who are the top at their position. So I understand why a lot of teams are passing on tight end then, because there's no actual reason why a lot of teams would pass on Brock Bowers, because there's no reason to spend that much money on a tight end position. I think we're going to get him, guys. I think we're going to get Brock Bowers, or I think he'll be available when we pick. I don't know if we get him or we do take a right tackle, but I think he will be available when we do pick. We'll have to wait and see, though, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.